Cigar prop coverage of the 2024 PCA Convention and Trade Show is brought to you by Corona Cigar Company.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop. Here we are, PCA 2024, Mickey Peg, All Saints Cigars.
Love it.
Mickey, what's going on? What's new? What's happening? What's shaking?
Well, you know, the biggest thing, and I'm sorry that I haven't reached out because I love being on your show. You know that. And, you know, I'll start at breakfast, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we were out late night one night, and I asked him what he wanted for breakfast, and he said, you know, an All Saints dedication. So,
Yeah. That is the best breakfast cigar, though.
I love
Saints dedication. That is a great breakfast cigar.
Thank you. No, so a lot of changes in the last, let's call it 9 months.
Yeah.
So, in August, we came to an agreement to unify the sales force, right? So it's one sales force selling two different portfolios, McAuliffe and All Saints, and two different invoices. So it's very similar to JC Newman and Fuente.
Yeah.
One sales force selling two different portfolios, two different invoices, except the difference is everybody's sort of Fuente. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So McAuliffe is a very strong brand out there, and being able to utilize a lot of those facets. So I took the role as being the head of sales for both organizations, while still Frank and I maintaining, you know, the ownership of All Saints.
Yeah.
So a lot of people call it a merger. It really wasn't a merger. It was just a merger of ideas and cross functions. You know, Dan and I were talking one night, and we just kind of, I was bitching about what he didn't, you know, what I didn't have, and he was bitching about what he didn't have, and we actually kind of combined those. So it's been great from that standpoint.
Yeah, because that's what you did in your previous life in the cigar industry.
Right.
I mean, you were in sales, so I mean, yeah, so you gained a little bit from them, but they
Right.
a lot from you. What you've learned, know-how over the years,
And a lot of the business acumen that they have, as McAuliffe has, and some access and tools that we just weren't ready to, or, you know, really the finances to pay for it.
Yeah.
And the biggest one is the sales force.
Yeah.
Which is expensive when you have a direct sales force.
Yeah.
So having access to that.
So what's new with All Saints Cigars? You got any new blends coming out? What's happening?
Yes. So we did not showcase anything new at this show, which is a first, as long as I've been in the business.
Yeah.
But we had to take a look at our business strategy. And the biggest thing was taking on this ability to have a direct sales force. We really had to reallocate our inventory and make sure we had enough to have that for the onboarding, because they brought a lot of attention for us and a lot of accounts, and we've helped them get some accounts as well. So that was a lot. So yes, we have something new. Should be out by this summer. I'm expecting it in June. The cigars are done. The artwork is done. But getting the artwork onto the boxes and stuff like that, the bands are done, stuff like that. Well, the bands aren't. The design is done.
Yeah.
We have a prototype of that. But we also, with the sales force, I didn't want them to get confused or deluded. Hey, this is coming, take pre-orders.
Yeah.
Let's focus on what we have right now, because with this sales force, we're getting introduced to a lot of places that we weren't in before.
Yep.
And my wife kills me for saying this, but, you know, the fact of the matter is, I think we're a little bigger on social media than we actually are. You know, we're man enough and women enough involved to admit that. So our strategy is still go forward, go hard, but get this done right. PCA dust is going to settle a little bit, and then we're going to do a nice lead-up introduction of that brand that come out in the summer. You will be getting, I just finalized the press release on that.
Okay.
So I will send that to you. Probably as soon as we get off this, I'll make sure you'll be the first one to get it, actually.
Oh, right on.
Because you're the first one to make you think about it. So.
Yeah. So any future plans with doing a collab, All Saints McAuliffe, using the factory, or are you sticking with Gronky?
So that's the biggest conversation that we hear from everybody. So, McAuliffe has their own identity and doing a great job bringing out last year the black and then now the blue.
Yeah.
Which is a feature part of that. And wait till you taste it, it's amazing. The feature part of that is the wrapper is San Andres Sumatra. A lot of people talk about San Andres, really don't talk about the seed. A lot of, at the beginning when the Ecuadorian wrapper started coming to market and used a little bit more, nobody really talked about the seed. Now they do. that's the geeks and everything we have out there.
Yeah.
So, when I was at Tabak, Hanky was one of the first guys who I saw him here at the show.
Oh, is he here?
Yeah, he's here. He's wandering around. I saw his son. He was one of the really first people to explore Ecuadorian wrapper and help bring that to market, because they knew a long time ago that Connecticut was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
So, just not getting into the buyouts and stuff like that. So
right on. A lot of exciting news.
yeah, it's we'll have the new product out soon, and we're excited about it. And I will give you a little insight. It's going to be another 12-count box. That's a very good, humidor-friendly, cigar-friendly, and event-friendly.
Yeah. People, those 20-count box, I'm not digging on those.
Yeah,
those.
And we do the cabinet style, as you can see over there. But
perfect. All right, Mickey. Thank you for taking a couple minutes of your busy day. You guys have been killing it all day.
Yeah, it's been big. Well, it's a little lull. I keep telling everybody that they're doing a late lunch because they're screwed up on the time difference, but they're looking at Tyson.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite quotes on
here. I didn't even see.
Well, one of my favorite quotes to all the sales guys about being a salesperson and not an order taker, and being able to adapt and change and awareness. Tyson's he gets credit for it is everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face.
That's it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So, all right, Mickey.
Thanks. Great to see you always.
Yeah, always.
Hey, thanks for bringing by the cute camera.
You're very welcome, man.